Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to start Max NCERT chapter number 11 tables and shares. Open page number 120, chapter number 11 tables and shares. Okay, so first is Shyama's garden. Shyama has planted sunflower, rose and marigold plants in her garden. Which plants are she planted in her garden? That is sunflower, rose plant and marigold plants. She has planted them in three flower beds. In different flower beds she has planted. Her garden look like this. So her garden is looking like this way. Okay, see how I planted 18 plants in each flower bed. So in each flower bed there are 80 plants. So each flower bed has a different arrangement. See how the roses are planted. So that is 18 total. How many rose plants are there? That is 18. So how she has planted? She has planted in a 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are total 6 rows, and in each rows how many rose plants are there? 3. So total how many plants are there? 18. 6 3s are 18. So there are 6 rows with 3 plants each. Now, what are the ways in which the sunflower and marigold are planted? So, now we have to find out how sunflower and marigold plants are planted. So, in sunflower and marigold also there are 18 plants. Okay, so first we will find out 18. So, that is first we will find out the sunflower plant. Okay, so that is in sunflower that is planted in one row. So in one row how many plants are there? 18. So what we will do? 1 multiply by 18. So there is one row with 18 plants. Now second, in sunflower there are how many rows are there? 1 and 2. And how many plants are there in each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are total 9 plants are in one row. So we will write 2 multiply by 9. So 2 9s are 18. So there are 2 rows with 9 plants each. Now, you too can make your own garden. Draw a garden showing flower beds with 48 plants. Now we have to draw a flower bed with 48 plants. Each row should have the same number of plants. And like this way, each row should have the same number of plants. So how we will draw? So I made a garden with flower having 6 rows and 8 flowers in each row. Okay, how many rows we have made? Of 6 rows, and in each row how many flowers are there? 8. So 6 8s are 48 plants. So we have to make a flower bed of 48 plants. So this way we will make the flower bed. So how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In each row how many flowers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 8s there are 48 plants in our flower bed. Now next page, page number 121, jars in the shelf. Bima made a shelf for 30 jars. Okay, she made a shelf for 30 jars. How many jars? 30 jars. This is a long shelf with 2 rows. How many rows are there in this shelf? 2 rows. So each row has the same number of jars, and she arranged in each row same number of jars. Can you think of other ways to make a shelf to keep 30 jars? So we can also make other way to keep a 30 jars. So that is we can make a shelf in 3 rows. So in how many rows we can make? In each row as 10 jars. Okay, here Bima made 2 rows of 30 jars. So in one row how many jars are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. In first row 15 and in second row also 15. So 15 plus 15 we will get 30 jar. So same way now we have made the shelf of 3 rows, and in each rows how many jars are we are keeping? 10. So this way we will make a 3 rows shelf, and we will keep in each row 10 jars, means it will happen 30 jars. So this is the other way we can keep 30 jars in a shelf. Draw a shelf, show how many jars you will keep in each row. How many rows are there? So the other ways to keep the jars as follows. Now other ways. So 5 rows containing 6 jars in a row. So we will make a like this way 5 rows, and we will keep in each row 6 jars. Mean 5 6 is 30. Now next way we can make a 6 rows containing 5 jars in a row. So we can make like this way 6 rows, and we can keep a 5 jars in each row. So then also we can get 30 jars. 6 5 is 30. Draw a shelf, show how many jars you will keep in each row. How many rows are there? So now we have to draw a shelf, and how many jars we will keep in that we will do. So a shelf can be made to keep 60 jars. So we have created a shelf, we can keep in that 60 jars. So in how many different ways we can keep that? So some arrangements are given here. So 10 rows with 6 jars in each row. So first we will make a 10 rows of shelf, and we will keep in each row 6 jars. So 10 6 is 60. So total 60 jars we can keep. Then second arrangement, we will make a 6 rows, and we will keep in each row 10 jars. So it means 6 10s are 60. Now third arrangement, 5 rows with 12 jars. Same way we will make a 5 rows, and in each row we will keep a 12 jars. So 5 12s are 60. Now 12 rows with 5 jars in each row. So we will make now 12 rows, and each row we will keep 5 jars. So 12 5 is 60. Now next 20 rows with 3 jars in each row. So we will make now 20 rows, and each row we will keep 3 jars. So easy tricks. I do not know the multiplication table of 7. Bunty is saying I am not knowing multiplication table of 7. Now Gudu, I know the table till 5, but there is an easy trick. I can make the table of 7 with the help table of 2 and 5. Now she is saying what she is saying, I am knowing up to table 5. Then I can make with the help of 2 and 5 table, I can make table 7. So how she is going to do that we will see. Now page number 122. Now first she has written table of 2. So you all are well knowing 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10, 2 sixes are 12, 2 sevens are 14, 2 eights are 16, 2 nines are 18, and 2 tens are 20. Now she written table of 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25, 5 6 are 30, 5 7 are 35, 5 8 are 40, 5 9 are 45, 5 10 are 50. Now what she is doing with help of 2 and 5, now she is going to write table of 7. How she will write? She will add. So for 7 ones are 7. So we can add 5 plus 2. So we will get 7. Then 7 twos are 14. So in this she will add 10 plus 4. So 10 plus 4 we will get 14. Then 7 3 is 21. So how she will write? She will add 15 and 6. So 15 plus 6 21. Now 7 4 is 28. So she will add 20 plus 8, that is 28. Now 7 5 is 35. So how she will write? 25 plus 10, 35. Then 7 6 is 42. So how she will write? 30 plus 12 equal to 42. Then 7 sevens are 49. So she will do 35 plus 14 equal to 49. Then 7 8s are 56. She will add 40 and 16, that is 56. Then 7 9s are 63. So she will add 45 and 18. So it will give 63. Then 7 10s are 70. So she will add 50 and 20. So that will give 70. See how I added two numbers in the yellow boxes to get the table of 7. It is easy. I can also make the table of 7 with the tables of 4 and 3. Now Bunty is making table of 7 using table of 4 and 3. So we have to complete this. So first we will write table of 4. So we will complete this all. So 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28, 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36, 4 10s are 40. Now we have to write table of 3. So 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 3 6s are 18, 3 7s are 21, 3 8s are 24, 3 9s are 27, 3 10s are 30. So now we have to write table of 7 by adding these two tables. So first is 7 1s are 7. So we will add 4 plus 3, 7. Then 7 2s are 14. So we will add 8 plus 6, 14. Then 7 3s are 21. We will add 12 plus 9, 21. Then 7 4s are 28. We will add 16 and 12. So 28. 7 5s are 35. We will add 20 and 15. So it will give 35. Then 7 6 are 42. So we will add 24 and 18. Then 7 7s are 49. So we will add 28 and 21. Then 7 8s are 56. So we will add 32 and 24. Then 7 9s are 63. So we will add 36 and 27. 7 10s are 70. So we will add 40 and 30. So this way we will make table of 7 by adding table of 4 and table of 3. Now same page, which two tables will you use for writing the table of 12? Now we have to make, so which two table we will use for making table of 12? So I will use the table of 4 and 8. So 8 plus 4 it will give 12. So we can use table of 4 and 8. To write the table of 12, the table of 4 is as follows. So first we will write table of 4. So 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28, 4 8s are 32, 4 9s are 36, 4 10s are 40. Now we will write table of 8. 8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 4s are 32, 8 5s are 40, 8 6s are 48, 8 7s are 56, 8 8s are 64, 8 9s are 72, 8 10s are 80. Okay, so now both tables we have written. Now we have to write table of 12 by adding 4 and 8 table. So first 12 ones are 12. So for that we will add 4 plus 8. So that is 12. Now 12 twos are 24. So now we will add 8 plus 16. So 8 plus 16 that is 24. Now 12 threes are 36. So for that we will add 12 and 24. So 12 plus 24 that is 36. Now 12 fours are 48. For 48 we will add 16 and 32. So 16 plus 32 we will get 48. Now 12 fives are 60. So we will add 20 and 40. So 20 plus 40 we will get 60. Now 12 6 are 72. So for that we will add 24 and 48. So 24 plus 48 we will get 72. Now 12 sevens are 84. Now for 84 we will add 28 and 56. So we will get 84. Now 12 eights are 96. So we will add 32 and 64. Now 12 eights are 96. So for that we will add 32 and 64. Now 12 nines are 108. For that we will add 36 and 72. So we will get 108. Now 12 tens are 120. So for that we will add 40 and 80. So we will get 120. So this way we will make table of 12. Now page number 123. How many cats? Some of Gayatri's cats were playing in a box. When she tried to count, all she could see were legs. Only she can able to see the legs. She counted 28 legs. How many cats are there in a box? So we have to find out how many cats are there in a box. So she is confused. 8 legs means 2 cats. Each cat, one cat is having 4 legs. Okay, so 2 cats is having 8 legs. So 12 legs means dash cat. So this we have to find out. First, how many legs, how many cats. So How many cats? 1. So 1 cat is having 4 legs. Now 2 cat is having 8 legs. Then 3 cat is having 12 legs. Okay. 8 plus 4 we will get 12. Then 4 cat is having 16. 12 plus 4 we will get 16. Okay. 4 cats will have 16 legs. Then 5 cat will have 20. 4 plus 16 plus 4 20. Then 6 cat will have 24 legs. Then 7 cat will have 28 legs. Now 12 legs means dash cat. So 12 legs means there are 3 cats. Okay, so like this we have to fill this table. So 28 legs means dash cats. So how many cats are there? So 28 legs means 7 cats. Now next question. Billu has kept his chickens in a box. He counted 28 legs. How many chickens are there? So we are knowing chicken has how many legs? Yes, 2 legs. Okay. So one chicken has 2 legs, then 2 chicken 4, then for 3 chickens that is 6, then for 4 that is 8, now for 5 that is 10, for 6 chickens for 12, then 7 chickens 14, then for 8 chickens 16, then for 9 chickens 18, for 10 chickens 20, for 11 chickens 22, for 12 chickens 24, then for 13 chickens 26, and for 14 chickens how many legs are there? 28. So 28 legs means 14 chickens. Okay. Now same page. Last question. Leela has not gone to school for 21 days. How many days she has not gone to school? 21 days. For how many weeks was she away from school? So we have to find out how many weeks were happened she has not gone to school. So how many days are there in a week? There are 7 days in a week. So how many days? How many weeks? So 7 days will make a 1 week. Then 7 plus 7. So that will make 14. So 14 days will make 2 weeks. Then 14 plus 7. That will make 21. So 21 will make 3 weeks. So 28 days means 3 weeks. Now page number 124. Jumping animals. Do you remember the jumping animals of class 3rd? A frog jumps 3 steps at a time, starting from 0. How many steps she is jumping at a time? In one time, she is jumping 3 steps, starting from 0. So count the jumps he takes to reach 27. So he has taken 27 divided by 3. So dash jumps. So we have to find out in how many jumps she has did to reach the 27. So how we will do? What we will do? We will divide it by 3. So it takes 27 divided by 3 equal to dash jumps. So we will divide in 3 table when 27 will come. Yes, 3 nines are 27. So he has taken 9 jumps. So frog has taken 9 jumps to reach 27. Because frog is jumping 3 steps at a time. So in 9 jumps she reached 27. Now E has taken dash jumps if E is at 36. If frog is at 36, so how many jumps it had done? So what we will do? 36 divided by 3. So we will know how many jumps she has done. So first we will take one digit 3. So 3 ones are 3. So 3 minus 3 0. Now we will carry it down 6. In 3 table when 6 will come, 3 twos are 6. So 6 minus 6 0. So how many jumps frog has done? He has taken 36 divided by 3 equal to 12 jumps from starting point. Now next question, if E is at 42, he has taken dash jumps. If frog is at 42, so how many jumps frog has done? So again what we will do, we will divide 42 divided by 3. So in 42 first we will take 4. So in 3 table 4 will not come. So we will take a smaller number 3 ones are 3. So 4 minus 3 we will get 1 and 2 will be carried down. So it will become 12. So 3 fours are 12. So how many jumps the frog has done? So he has taken 14 jumps. Now, starting from 0, a rabbit jumps 5 steps at a time. Like a frog, now rabbit also jumps 5 steps at a time. So, in how many jumps does he reach 25? So, how many jumps the rabbit will reach at 25? So, what we will do? We will divide 25 divided by 5. So, in 5 table when 25 will come? Yes, 5 5 is 25. So, 5 jumps rabbit will reach at 25. Now next question, E reaches dash after taking 8 jumps. In 8 jumps, in which position E will reach? So E will reach in 8 jumps. So we have to find out how many, in which position it will reach. So what we will do, 8 multiply by 5. Each time she is jumping 5. Okay. So 8 5 is 40. So E will reach at 40 position. Now E needs dash jumps to reach 55. Now he want to move to 55 position. So how many jumps E will do? So 55 divided by 5. So first we will take 5. So 5 ones are 5. So 5 minus 5 is 0. And this 5 we will carry it down. So again 5 ones are 5. So 5 minus 5 0. So he needs 11 jumps to reach at 55. Now same page number 124, practice time. So your division sums are there. Now this you have to do. So first one is 28 divided by 2. So 28. So first we will take one digit, that is 2. In 2 table when 2 will come, 2 ones are 2. So 2 minus 2 0. Now we will carry down 8. In 2 table when 8 will come, 2 fours are 8. So 8 minus 8 0. So 28 divided by 2 equal to 14. So our quotient equal to 14. Now number 2, 56 divided by 7. Now in 7 table when 56 will come? Yes, 7 8s are 56. So 56 minus 56 we will get 0. So our answer is 56 divided by 7 equal to 8. Now third, 48 divided by 4. So in 4 table 48 directly it will not come. So we will take one digit. So first is 4. In 4 table when 4 will come? 4 ones are 4. So 4 minus 4 0. So this 8 we will carry it down. In 4 table when 8 will come? 4 2s are 8. So 8 minus 8 we will get 0. So 48 divided by 4 equal to 12. Now number 4, 66 divided by 6. So first we will take first digit 6. In 6 table when 6 will come? 6 ones are 6. So 6 minus 6 we will get 0. Now other number we will carry it down, that is 6. So again we will write 6 ones are 6. So 6 minus 6 we will get 0. So our answer is 66 divided by 6 equal to 11. Now number 5, 96 divided by 8. So first we will take first digit 9. In 8 table 9 will not come. So we will take 8 ones are 8. So 9 minus 8 we will get 1 and the 6 we will carry down. So it will become 16. So in 8 table when 16 will come? Yes, 8 to the 16. So 16 minus 16 we will get 0. So 96 divided by 8 equal to 12. Now number 6, 110 divided by 10. So first we will take two digit 11. So in 10 table 11 will not come. So we will take 10 ones are 10. So 11 minus 10 we will get 1 and the 0 we will carry it down. So it will become 10. Now in 10 table when 10 will come? Yes, 10 ones are 10. So 10 minus 10 we will get 0. So our answer is 110 divided by 10 equal to 11. Now page number 125, seashells. Dhruv lives near the sea. He thought of making necklaces for his three friends. He looked for seashells the whole day. He collected 112 seashells by evening. Now he had many different colorful and shiny shells. So I will make a necklace of 28 shells. Will these shells be enough to make necklace for all of my friends? Okay, now Dhruv wants to make a necklace for his friend. So how many friends he want to make a necklace? So for 3 friends. So he collected the seashells. How many shells he collected? 112. And he thinking he will use 28 shells in one necklace. So it is enough for 3 necklaces. So that we have to find out. So he took 28 shells for one necklace. So total how many shells he is having? 112 minus 28. So he is having 84. Total he is having 112. For one necklace he will take out 28 from 112. So how many is now left? She how many shells he left with him? That is 84. Now he was left with 84 shells. Again he took 28 more shells for the second necklace. So how many shells are left now? So in second time also from 84 he took out 28. So how many necklace now he left? How many shells are left with him? So the shells left with him equal to 84 minus 28 equal to 56. Means 4 minus 8 is not possible. So we have to borrow from 8. So this 4 will become 14. So 14 minus 8, that is 6. And 8 will become 7. So 7 minus 2, 5. So that is 56. Then he took shells for the third necklace. So he was left with dash shells. Now for third necklace also you took 28. So from 56 he took 28. So how many shells is left with him? So 56 minus 28. So now 6 minus 8 is not possible. So you have to borrow from 5. So this 5 will become 4 and 6 will become 16. So 16 minus 8, 8 and 4 minus 2, 2. So that is 28 shells. How many necklace can Dhruv make from 112 shells? How many necklace he can able to make? So number of necklaces Dhruv can make from 112 shells what equal to, how we will find out? 112 divided by 28. In each necklace he want 28 shells. So total he is having 112. So we have to find out how many necklace he can make. So we can divide 112 divided by 28. So 28 for the 112. So he can make 4 necklace from the 112 shells. Now, are the shells enough for making necklaces for all his friends? So they are asking, okay, the shells are enough for making all his friends necklace? Yes, the shells are sufficient to make necklaces for all of his 3 friends. Now same page, page number 125. Try this. Kanu made a necklace of 17 seashells. How many such necklaces can be made using 100 seashells? So there are how many seashells are there? 100 and 17 seashells are required to make one necklace. So how many necklace can be made from this? So how we will find? We will find out 100 divided by 17. So in 17 table 100 will not come. So we will take a smaller number. 17 5 is 85. So 100 minus 85 we will get 15 as the remainder. So 15 seashells left after making of 5 necklace. So 5 necklace we can make full with 17 seashells. Now 15 seashells are left. So only 5 necklace can be made using 100 seashells. And after making necklaces 15 seashells will be left unused. Now next page 126b. One carton can hold 85 soap bars. Shelly wants to pack 338 soap bars. How many cartons does she need for packing all of them? Carton means big box. Okay, in big box, how many soap bars can be hold? 85. And how many total soap bars are there? 338. Okay, so how many cartons are needed for packing them all? So how we will find? So total number of soap bars, number of cartons, then number of soap bar required and soap bars left. So total soap bars are 338 and first is number of carton is 1 and in one carton we can keep 85 soap bars. So from 338 minus 85, so how much will be left? 253. Now total soap bars are 253. Now we took second carton. In second carton also we will keep a 85. So 253 minus 85 we will get 168. Now how many soap bars are left? 168. Now we took third carton. In that also same we will keep 85 soap bars. So 168 minus 85 we will get 83. Now how many soap bars are left? 83. Now fourth we took, but in one carton we can keep 85. Now but 83 are only left, so we will keep the 83 soap bars. So how many cartons are required for 338 soap? So total number of cartons equal to 4, and total 4 cartons will be required to pack all 338 soap bar. So page number 126. C. Manpreet wants 1500 sacks of cement for making a house. A truck carries 250 sacks at a time. How many trips will the truck make? So total how many sacks of cements are required for making house? So that is 1500. Okay, in one time a truck will carry only 250 sacks. So we have to find out how many trips will be the truck will make to carry 1500 sacks. So number of sacks of cement Manpreet need for making a house equal to 1500. Sacks carried by the truck in one trip equal to 250. So trips made by truck equal to, how we will find out, 1500 divided by 250. So 256 the 1500. So how many trips will the truck will make? Therefore a truck needs 6 trips to carry 1500 sacks of cement. So in same page 126, C, question number 3, other question is also there. A driver charges rupees 500 for a trip. How much will Manpreet pay the driver for all the trips? So how many trips are happened? So total number of trucks trip equal to 6. So for one trip driver charges rupees 500. So for 6 trip he will charge rupees 500 multiplied by 6, that is rupees 3000. So hence Manpreet will pay rupees 3000 to the driver for all the trips. Now Gangu sweet. Gangu is making sweets for Eid. He has made a tray of 80 laddus. How many laddus? 80 laddus. Now Rabia, please pack 4 laddus in a box. I need 23 small boxes. So she need 23 small boxes, and in each box she want 4 laddus. Are the sweets in the tray enough to pack 23 small boxes? They are asking, okay, laddus are enough for pack 23 small boxes. Number of laddus required to pack one small box equal to 4. So number of laddus required to pack 23 small boxes equal to, what we will do, 4 multiply by 23. So that is 4 3 is 12. So 2 we will write down, 1 will be carried over. So 4 2 is 6. Sorry, 4 2 is 8. 8 plus 1, 92. So total how many laddus will be required? 92. So, no, 80 laddus are not enough to pack 23 small boxes. For, for 23 boxes, we want 92 laddus, but here is only 80 laddus. So, next question, how many more sweets are needed? So, how many more sweets are needed? So, total number of laddus required to pack 23 small boxes equal to 92, and total number of laddus available equal to 80. So, how we will find out 92 minus 80, that is 12. So 2 minus 0, 2. 9 minus 8, 1. So how many laddus are required? That is 12. Now page number 127. Gangu also has a bigger box in which he packs 12 laddus. Okay, he is having a bigger box, so he is packing 12 laddus in one box. So how many boxes does he need for packing 60 laddus? So number of boxes required to pack 12 laddus equal to 1. So number of boxes required to pack 60 laddus equal to, so what we will do, 60 divided by 12. So in 12 table when 60 will come, that is 12 5 is 60. So 5 boxes are required for packing 60 laddus. Now same page, practice time. Neelu brought 15 story books to her class. Today 45 students are present. How many children will need to share one book? Okay, Neelu what she brought? 15 story books, and in her class how many students are present? 45. So how many children will share one book? So what we will do? So total number of children equal to 45 and total number of story books equal to 15. So number of children will need to share one book equal to what we will do? 45 divided by 15. So what will be the answer? In 15 table when 45 will come? Yes, 15 3s are 45. So 3 children have to share one book. Now next question. A family of 8 people needs 60 kg wheat for a month. How much wheat does each family need for a week? For a month, in a family there are how many people are there? 8 people, and they need 60 kg of wheat in a month. So now they are asking, okay, for a week how many kg of wheat they need. So there are 30 days in a month. So there are 7 days in a week. So if for 30 days they need of wheat for 8 people equal to 60 kg. So therefore 1 day need of wheat for 8 people equal to 60 divided by 30 kg. So we will get 2 kg 60 divided by 30. 30 to the 60. So therefore for 1 kg they will, for 1 day they will need 2 kg of wheat. So therefore in a week how many days are there? 7 days. So 7 days need of wheat for 8 people equal to 2 kg multiplied by 7. So that is 14 kg. Now for week they required 14 kg of wheat for 8 people. So 13, how we will divide? In 13 table when 60 will come, 30 to the 60. So in one day they will require 2 kg of wheat. Now number 3, Razia wants change for rupees 500. Now she is having the note of 500. Now she wants the change. How many notes will she get if she wants in return? Now first all 100 rupees note. If she want change of 500 and all notes should be of 100 rupees. So how many notes she will get of 100 rupees? So number of 100 rupees notes required to change the notes of rupees 500 equal to. So what we will do? 500 divided by 100. So in 100 table and 500 will come. So 100 5 so she will require 5 notes of 100 rupees. Now B, all 50 rupees note. Now she want all 50 rupees note. So how many 50 rupees note she want for change 500? So number of 50 rupees notes required to change the note of rupees 500 equal to 500 divided by 50. So in 50 table when 500 will come, 50 tens. So she required 10 notes of 50. Now number C, all 20 rupees note. Now she want all 20 rupees notes of change of 500. So what we will do? So number of 20 rupees notes required to change the notes of rupees 500 equal to 500 divided by 20. Now in 20 table when 500 will come, so 20 25. So she required 25 notes of 20. Now D, all 5 rupees note. Now she want all 5 rupees notes for change of 500. So what she will do? So she will divide 500 divided by 5. So in 5 table when 500 will come, that is 100. So she required 100 notes of rupees 5. Now next question. You have to distribute 72 tomatoes equally in 3 baskets. How many tomatoes will there be in each? So total how many tomatoes are there? 72, and we have to distribute in equally in 3 baskets. So in each basket how many tomatoes will be there? So total number of tomatoes equal to 72 and number of basket equal to 3. So number of tomatoes can be kept in each basket equal to 72 divided by 3. So first we will take 7. In 3 table 7 will not come. So we will take 3 to the 6. So 7 minus 6 1. And this 2 we will carry down. It will become 12. So in 3 table when 12 will come, 3 4 the 12. So 12 minus 12 we will get 0. So hence 24 tomatoes will there be in each basket? So how many tomatoes are there in each basket? 24. Now next question. There are 350 bricks in a hand cart. Bindo found the weight of a brick to be 2 kg. What will be the weight of all the bricks? So how many bricks are there total? 350, and one brick weight equal to 2 kg. So we have to find out the weight of all bricks. So weight of one brick equal to 2 kg. So therefore weight of 350 bricks equal to 2 kg multiplied by 350. So we will get 700 kg. Okay, 2 zeros are 0, 2 5s are 10. So 0 we will write down, 1 will be carried over. So 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 1 7, 700 kg. Page number 128, children and their grandfather. Rashi, Seema, Mirdul, Rohit and Lokesh asked their grandfather to give them money for the fair. So total how many children are there? 5. So grandfather, I have 70 rupees in my pocket. Tell me how to share money equally among all of you. If you are right, you get this money. So one method, Rashi and Seema thought for a while and said, we know how to do. So total how many children are there? 5. So they divide by 5. So Seema started writing and says, so first I give rupees 10 to each one of us. So she will give first 10 rupees. So 5 tens are 50. So 70 minus 50. So I have distributed 5 multiplied by 10, so equal to 50 rupees. So now how many rupees are left? 70 minus 50, that is 20. So 20 rupees are still left. Rashi completed it like this. She says, I give 4 rupees more to each. So first Seema has done distributed rupees 10 to each. Now Rashi. I give 4 rupees more to each. So I have distributed 20 rupees. Now 4 rupees she is giving to each children. So total 5 children. So 5 fours are 20. So 20 minus 20, that is 0. Now nothing is left and all the money is divided equally. So each gets 10 plus 4. How many rupees each will get? That is 14 rupees. So now next page, page number 129. Another method. Mirdul and Lokesh are trying 70 divided by 5 in a different way. Lokesh writes, first I give rupees 5 to each. Now he is trying in a different way. So he want to give to each 5 rupees first. So 5 5s are 25. So total 5 children are there. So he will give 5 5 to each one. So 5 5s are 25. Now he will subtract 70 minus 25. So how much is left? I have distributed 5 multiplied by 5 equal to rupees 25 rupees. Next I give rupees 6 more to everyone. So I have distributed 30 rupees. So 70 minus 25, that is 45 rupees will be left. Now he will give 6 rupees to each one. So 5 6 are 30. So now how many rupees are left? Now I am left with dash rupees. So 45 minus 30. So he will left with 15 rupees. So how many rupees are left now? 45 minus 30, that is 15 rupees. How will Lokesh distribute the rest of the money? Complete it. So each child get 5 plus 6. Now we have to complete this. So now 15 rupees are left. So now in 5 table when 15 will come, that is 3. So now he has to give more 3 rupees to each one. So 5 3s are 15. So 15 minus 15, 0. So each child gets 5 plus 6 11, 11 plus 3 14. So 14 rupees. Now check your answer, multiply your answer by 5 and see if you get 70. Is your answer correct? So our answer is 14 if we will multiply by 5. So 14 5s are 70. Yes, our answer is correct. Now your method. Now use your own method to divide rupees 70 equally among 5 people. If you want, you can start by giving rupees 2 to each, or you can even start with rupees 11 to each. Now we have to use our own method. So first we will do with rupees 2. First we will start with rupees giving rupees 2 to each. So first we will write 2. So 5 2s are 10. So 70 minus 10, we will give 5 children are there. So we will give 2 rupees to each. So how many rupees we have give? 10. So 70 minus 10, that is 60. Now again we will give 2 rupees to each. Means again 5 2s are 10. So 60 minus 10, that is 50. Again we will give 2 rupees to each. So 50 minus 10, that is 40. So now again we will give rupees 2 to each. So it will become 10. So 40 minus 10, that is 30. Now again we will give 2 to each, means 10. So 30 minus 10, that is 20. So again we will give 2 to each, means 20 minus 10, 10. At the last time we will give 2 to each, so it will become 10. So 10 minus 10, 0. So therefore each child gets 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So that much, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 8, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 2, sorry, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 2 12, and 12 plus 2 14. So how many rupees children will get? Rupees 14. If we will give rupees 2 to each. Okay, we will start with rupees 2, then they will get rupees 14. Now we will start with rupees 11. So giving rupees 11 to each. So first we will give rupees 11 to each one. So 11 5 is 55. So 70 minus 55. So that is 15. Now how much is left? 15. So each children will get 3 rupees. So 5 3 is 15. So 15 minus 15, that is 0. So therefore each child gets 11 plus 3 equal to rupees 14. So now can you start with rupees 15 to each? So we can start with 15. We will give first 15 rupees to each child. We cannot start the distribution with rupees 15 because 15 5s are 75, which is more than 70. So we can't able to distribute. Now same page number 129. Try doing this. So first 65 divided by 5. So we will take first number 6. In 5 table when 6 will come, 5 ones are 5. So 6 minus 5, that is 1. So we will carry down 5. In 5 table when 15 will come, 5 3 are 15. So 15 minus 15, that is 0. So our answer is 13. Now B, 84 divided by 2. So first we will take first digit 8. In 2 table when 8 will come, yes, 2 4s are 8. So 8 minus 8, 0. Now we will carry down 4. Now in 2 table when 4 will come, 2 2s are 4. So 4 minus 4, 0. So our answer is 42. Now C, 69 divided by 3. So first we will take 6. So 3 2s are 6. So 6 minus 6, 0. Now we will carry down 9. So in 3 table when 9 will come, 3 3s are 9. So 9 minus 9, 0. So our answer is 23. Now fourth one, 90 divided by 6. So first we will take first digit 9. So 6 ones are 6. So 9 minus 6, that is 3, and 0 we will carry it down. It will become 30. In 6 table when 30 will come, 6 5s are 30. So 30 minus 30, that is 0. So our answer is 15. Now next, 72 divided by 4. So first we will take first digit 7. So in 4 table 7 will not come. So we will take 4 ones are 4. So 7 minus 4, 3. And this 2 we will carry down. It will become 32. In 4 table when 32 will come, 4 8s are 32. So 32 minus 32 we will get 0. So our answer is 18. Now next, 108 divided by 9. So first we will take 2 digit 10. In 9 table 10 will not come. So we will write 9 ones are 9. So 10 minus 9 we will get 1. And 8 we will carry down. It will become 18. So 9 to the 18. So 18 minus 18 we will get 0. So our answer is 12. Now next, 232 divided by 2. So we will take one digit. First 2. In 2 table when 2 will come, 2 ones are 2. So 2 minus 2 we will get 0. Now we will carry down 3. In 2 table 3 will not come. So we will write 2 ones are 2. So 3 minus 2 equal to 1. And 2 we will carry down. So it will become 12. So 2 6 are 12. So 12 minus 12, 0. So our answer is 116. Now next, 428 divided by 2. Here also we will take one number. In 2 table when 4 will come, 2 2s are 4. So 4 minus 4, 0. Now 2 we will carry it down. So 2 1s are 2. So 2 minus 2, 0. Now 8 is left, that we will carry down. In 2 table when 8 will come, 2 4 the 8. So 8 minus 8, 0. So our answer is 214. Now page number 130. Mira made 204 candles to sell in the market. She makes packet of 6. How many packets will she make? So she is making candle. How many candles she made? 204. So she want to sell that candle in the market. So she is making a packet of 6. So how many packet will she make? So number of candles to be sold in the market equal to 204, and number of packets Mira made equal to 6. So number of candles in one packet equal to 6. So number of packets of candles Mira made. So 204 divided by 6. So first we will take 2 digit 20. In 6 table 20 will not come. So we will take 6 3s are 18. So 20 minus 18, that is 2, and this 4 we will carry down, so it will become 24. In 6 table when 24 will come, 6 4s are 24. So 24 minus 24, it will become 0. So how many packets will be required? Mira will make 34 packets of candles. Same page. If she packs them in 12, if she packs them in packet of 12, then how many packets will she make? So now Mira makes 12 packets. So number of candles in one packet equal to 12. So number of packets made by Mira equal to total candles are 204. So we will divide by 12. So first we will take 20. So in 12 table 20 will not come. So we will take 12 ones are 12. So 20 minus 12 we will get 8, and 4 will be carried down. So that will be 84. Now in 12 table when 84 will come, 12 sevens are 84. So 84 minus 84, that is 0. So hence Mira makes 17 packets if she packs in packet of 12. Now, next, on sports day, 161 children are in the school playground. There are standing in 7 equal rows. How many children are there in each row? So, total number of children in the school playground equal to 161. Total number of rows they are standing, that is 7. So, we have to find out how many children are there in each row. So, given that the number of children in each rows are equal. So, number of children in each row equal to 161 divided by 7. So first we will take 16. So in 7 table 16 will not come. So we will take 7 to the 14. So 16 minus 14 we will get 2, and this 1 will be carried down. So it will become 21. So in 7 table when 21 will come, 7 3 is 21. So 21 minus 21 we will get 0. So therefore in each row there are 23 children. Now story problems. Srishti's grandma is asking her to make problems. Now we have to make a question. Look at the picture and make a question on it. There are 3 crates. Each crate has 24 bottles in it. How many crates are there? Total 3. And in each crate, how many bottles are there? 24. So now Srishti is making a question. How many bottles are there in all? Now you look at the other picture and make questions like Srishti. So there are 3 crates. Each crate has 24 bottles in it. So here Srishti's question is how many bottles are there in all? So given one crate equal to 24 bottles. Therefore total number of bottles in 3 crates equal to 3 multiplied by 24. So that is 72. So there are 72 bottles in 3 crates. Now page number 131. There are 8 packets of Rakis. Okay, each packet has 6 Rakis in it. So now here we have to create a question. So what question we will write? How many Rakis are there in all packets? Okay, total in all packets, how many Rakis are there? Okay, so here you have to write the question. Now number 2, there are 10 packets of sugar. Saurabh paid 110 rupees for all the packets. So now here we have to create the question. So how much amount does Saurabh pay for one packet of sugar? So total he paid 110 rupees. So we can ask, so how much amount does Saurabh pay for one packet of sugar? Now number third, there are 35 students in 7 rows. Total how many rows are there? 7, and total 35 students are there. So each row has the same number of students. Each row has same number of students. So we have to create the question. So how many students are there in each row? Okay, in each row. So page number 132, number 4. Hari, Seema, Chinku and Lakshmi are going to Guwahati. The cost of one rail ticket is rupees 62. So our question, what is the cost of the rail ticket of all four? Okay, how many cost it will happen for all? We can ask. Now number 5, 1 meter of cloth cost rupees 20. Lalbhai bought some cloth and paid rupees 140. So our question, how many meter of cloth did Lalbhai buy in total? In total, how many clothes of meter he buy? Okay, I hope you understood the chapter. Thank you.